My name is Martin Lukács. I'm a co-founder and CTO of NextLeaf Analytics. So do you know what causes more deaths per year than malaria, HIV, and TB combined? It's indoor air pollution. So 4.3 million people die each year from the smoke from indoor cooking fires. There are clean cook stoves, which are a technological intervention designed to reduce the health and also the climate impacts of indoor cooking fires. Tens and millions of these stoves have already been distributed. But the problem is no one actually knows if they're still being used or if they're broken. At NextLeaf, we've developed a system called Stove Trace. It's a wireless monitoring system that facilitates the distribution, the monitoring, and also the continued adoption of clean cook stoves. At its core, it's a temperature sensor connected to the cellular network, and it's monitoring the usage of the cook stove. Every day, 3 billion people light a fire in their home to cook, to provide heat, or to provide light. The smoke from these fires is a major contributor to climate change inducing emissions. That includes carbon dioxide and black carbon. NGOs, governments, large organizations like the UN are all developing and implementing clean cook stove interventions. But as they deploy thousands of stoves, they're discovering that they don't know if those stoves are being used. And if they're not being used, they don't know why not. They also face a large number of challenges in picking the most robust stoves, motivating the women to adopt using these clean cook stoves, and monitoring their usage of the stoves, and evaluating the overall impact of their interventions. We've built Stove Trace. It provides real-time data over the cellular network, and we believe that real-time data is really crucial to creating a solution that works and is verifiable. With our early prototypes, we found issues with placing the devices in the homes, and also we had issues with our sensors burning out because we're measuring something that's very hot. But we're working on the third generation. We feel we have enough expertise and understanding in this field to develop a device that can scale to millions of homes. At least that's our goal. And the key for us is getting the BOM cost down. By using the cleanest cook stove, the best cook stoves, a woman can reduce her emissions by 90%. That doesn't only include carbon dioxide, but that also includes black carbon, which is another major contributor to global climate change. From that usage data, we can compute the carbon dioxide and black carbon mitigation. And that can translate directly into financial rewards. That means cash payouts to the women that are using these stoves from climate funds. The way it works is we help the woman get a loan to buy the $40 to $80 cook stove. We monitor the usage of the stove, and we connect them with a climate fund, which in one case is set up by the World Bank, and we're working on setting it up with organizations which want to subsidize the distribution of these stoves. And as they cook, we monitor, we know how much they're cooking, we know how much cash that cooking can convert into, and the funds then go off to help the woman pay for the stove. They can pay off the stove within 2 years. The other aspect we're working on is help motivate the use of the clean cook stoves. We've partnered with Vodafone and are working with Airtel in India to do the cash payouts through mobile money. So early on, we were working with banks and getting money into bank accounts, but there's challenges there with traveling to banks and to actually get the money, and there was no motivation. So as soon as we started using mobile money, you can see here, this household wasn't cooking, but as soon as we set them up with mobile money, they started cooking and they were able to receive their cash payments. So altogether, with this project, we've logged over 140,000 hours of cooking, mitigated over 420 tons of carbon, and paid out over $2,500 to women. We feel that with the with the good relationships we have, these strong partnerships, and really getting down the cost of our device and getting the design to the point where we could potentially integrate it with the stove, we can reach millions of homes. So that's it. Thank you.